Currently, there are quite a few great weapons in Battlefield 6, but nothing really comes close to the Cord in my opinion. It strikes a perfect balance between close range effectiveness and decent long range engagements. I'm certainly not the first person to make a video on this gun, and I won't be the last. There is a reason for this though. Until they patch it, this is by far the best overall weapon in the game, and it's not even remotely close. Starting with stats, across both assault rifles and carbines, it has the combined highest fire rate alongside the M4 with a 900 rate of fire. It does lack in damage compared to the other assault rifles at only 20 damage, meaning it is a 5-shot kill, but due to its high fire rate, pinpoint accuracy, and lack of recoil, the other assault rifles just can't compete. As an example of how low the recoil is, with the compensated brake, stippled stubby grip, and the heavy barrel, this is the recoil without me moving my mouse to compensate for it. As you can see, it has barely any vertical or horizontal recoil, and this is the biggest advantage the weapon has, because you can essentially just beam down enemies with its pinpoint accuracy, even at longer ranges, and although it has lower damage due to its accuracy, you're going to be hitting almost every shot with any sort of competent aim. This is one of the few guns in the game that benefit from using a non-magnified sight, and it's one of the few guns that even on larger game modes I tend to just use your standard red dot sight instead of a 3x scope. I would also personally recommend using the 30 round fast mag, as although it does have less capacity, the reload speed is extremely fast. This is the perfect weapon for those of you who are new to Battlefield and looking to learn how the weapons work before jumping into some of the more difficult weapons, or if you're an experienced player who simply just wants to stomp lobbies with it. The best counter to meta weapons is to use meta weapons yourself, and it's still the case all these years later. The modern equivalent of the AEK being the best gun in the game makes me feel like we're all the way back in 2011 all over again. This weapon will 100% get nerfed, and it wouldn't surprise me if it's nerfed into the ground due to the sheer power of it. I'm hoping instead though, despite all of that, DICE instead buff some of the other weapons to compete with it. What are your thoughts on the Cord? Is there a better weapon I missed? Comment down below and stay tuned for more.